Daddy Kane.
All right.
Salute. How you doing?
You know what?
I got some game, a joint the game had me and KRS on.
Wow. New?
That's what's playing in the background.
So let me write that down.
it's called History.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's the game joint with me, KRS.
Nice.
And Doug Fresh talking on it.
Wow. Okay. So see, now y'all just throwing, you know what I mean? Now y'all doing a little extra with Doug on there.
Oh yeah, nah, come on, hold up.
I've been fucking with hip hop since the 80s, bitch. KRS One spits like Doug Fresh beatbox like that. And you know the Kane spit like. And that's the reason Kane spit like.
Wow. Wait a minute.
We gotta let Chris breathe for a minute, okay?
Okay, all right.
And that's the reason Kane spit like. Rappers don't like when Chris on tour, cause when I rhyme they wrist don't twist no more. All you see is that dog war. And these rappers promoting all that rape and war. I'm ignorant when I'm on tour. They say I'm down to earth cause I put rappers' brains on the floor. You heard that song, chicken noodle soup. That's what your head gonna look like in the back of your boot. Like someone threw up in your rear view. After you battle KRS, when no one's ever gonna want to hear you. No, this is how I use it, you lose it. I'll scar your face like them cats in Houston. You know what's funny, how I love to talk, but still stuck in the hood. I wrote some bug, New York. I'll be in a box, eating pounds of push. You like a bag of thunder pussy beating around the bush.
Wow. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yo, KRS is nasty.
You want to go or should I play my verse?
Yeah, let's hear it. We right here.
Oh, okay, all right.
Fresh beatbox like, and you know the Kane spit like, and that's the reason Kane spit like. You ain't got no other choice but to like it or love it. When you see me with the game, it's nothing like Michael Douglas, the black coast promoter. He who got the most of the toxic flows, and y'all lanes is not supposed to. I spit it clearly, my style's the shit of every. When I write about cats, it's called obituaries. I never fuck with names, so don't bring that nigga near me. I'm universal, your death is jam is a subsidiary. One question player who wants to see the realest of the realest, spitting you bluntly. I locked down the east and open new country and ran through the west when it was mostly 2-1-3. Look on, I took on the book, no, I look on, but got enough hoods to start a crook fall. The guard is in the building, and guess what? When y'all back shit, all I do is test drive. KRS One speaks like.
Come on, man. How you coming out the gate with it like that?
Yeah, man. I saw you stuck, so let me help you out. I said I'm universal. Your deafest jam is a subsidiary.
Wow.
I saw you.
Yeah. I'm trying to really listen. Oh man, somebody just said y'all need to do a super group. Yo.
Nah, that would be dope. Well, I know, because of the versus thing, me and KRS, we're talking about possibly putting a tour together. Probably like, theaters or something like that, where it can be just me and him.
Word.
And both rock, So that's in the plans, for the future. But I mean, I'd love to do an album with KRS,
Yeah, let's do it, man. Come on, man. This is what we're here for. You know what I mean? We here for this. We are here for this. And KRS he's still been recording that the whole time. So
oh yeah.
And his albums are dope.
He got like 25 albums.
Yeah.
Yeah. I go in the studio when they call me.
Right.
When they say they want me on a joint, it's just in all honesty, it's been more R&B cats that call than hip hop cats. Like I did a joint with Bootsy Collins and Tito Jackson a couple of years ago. Okay. I just did one that's coming out with Morris Day.
Okay,
now.
All right.
Yeah.
That's dope.
But yeah, like Saigon, I did some shit with Saigon. I think maybe like a year or two ago, something like that. I can't remember.
Okay.
And I think I did one with Joel Ortiz last year.
Yeah, I remember that with the white dude, right? Token. Was that the one with the? That was a while ago though. That joint?
It was more than a year ago. Okay, well,
it was a while ago. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. That fast joint. Yeah, but when we talked one of these last times, it sounded like you were retired, like you was done rapping almost. Like, you know, you said you weren't working on anything. So this is a good surprise to hear.
Oh, nah, I mean, you know, to be honest with you, I recorded a few songs. Like I got one with Raheem Devon called Be That Queen for Me.
Okay.
And there's this other one that I got that's like I think it's real funny, and I think that the grown folks would really, really enjoy. But I'm trying to get Spice Adams to do it with me. You know?
Wait. Not trying.
Yeah.
He's doing that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's doing that for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, that's really, you know, where it's at, you know. But I mean, you know, features, you know, I mean, you know, when it's the right people, you know, I don't really have a problem. You know, it's just that I've been focused more on the film side so much that, you know, it take up a lot of my time. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Time consumer. But now, let's talk about this verse thing.
Okay.
Well, first of all, did you enjoy yourself?
Of course, man. I was in heaven. Me and my best friend Chris, you know, my man Chris, you know Chris from Delaware. He and I went. I said, Chris, it's time. It's time. I said, we can't miss this one. I said, we wouldn't dare miss this one. That was my first live verses. And man, I was hoping my voice was gone the next day. Like, I mean, it was just that incredible for us. Yeah. I mean, that that sums it up there, man. It was incredible. Yeah. We didn't even we wasn't on no backstage stuff. We were just trying to be fans of the culture, of the music. We didn't even want to talk to nobody. Like, we just wanted to go and enjoy the show.
Good. I'm just glad you enjoyed it. And I hope that everyone else enjoyed it, because in all honesty, it's like, you know, that whole thing was really something for the culture. And when I say that, what I mean is like, you know, to show a hip hop audience that, you know, cats, you know, from the 80s still put it in like it's the 80s. You know what I'm saying? We still get that work in. You know how to tear up stages, you know what I'm saying, for a big audience. But then, more importantly, to be performing on a platform as successful as Versus, for the younger generation to see that and be like, oh, okay, yeah, this is how I need to be moving on stage.
Right.
Okay, I need to cut the vocals out. I need to just be rhyming up the instrumental. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's something where the younger cats can get a jewel from it as well, and you know, take their game to the next level. You know what I'm saying? So that's what, you know, it was really for the culture. And when me and Chris first discussed it, you know, I never forget, we had a show together during the pandemic when the shows were streaming. And I was like, yo, we need to do it, my dude. I'm like, but when we do it, let's do it for real. Let's not just let's do our hits, but let's also do some freestyles. And we can even like I know you bring B-boys out you know, on Step Into a World. So let's let the B-boys rock. And he was like, you know, we can even let the DJs rock, you know. So like bringing all those elements. I mean, I like beatboxing and graffiti was probably the only thing missing that night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, other than that,
it was well represented.
But I mean, oh yeah, nah. Listen, the energy in that spot, man, was so crazy, you know, that night. And I mean, like seeing like me and Chris in that mode, you know what I'm saying? This my man for decades, you know what I'm saying? I was in the studio when he did was it Super Hole, Dope Beat, you know, I was in there in those sessions, you know what I'm saying? You know, this dude to help me move out of my parents' crib. So, you know, we like family. But I mean, to see us both in MC mode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It was a styles make fights type of battle. You know what I mean? If you want to call it a battle, but it was, you know, it was definitely styles make the battle.
Well, that's one of the things that I've always tried to explain to people. You know what I'm saying? The styles make that, you know what I'm saying? It's like take boxing, for example.
Yeah.
You put two boxers in the ring, you might get a boring fight because they might be sitting there trying to feel each other out, waiting to counter. They both being defensive. You put a boxer and a brawler, you got an exciting fight.
Definitely.
You put two brawlers, you got an amazing fight. It ain't gonna last long, but it's gonna be an amazing fight. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think that, you know, that was the situation here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I know that there's something that everyone else wanted to see. And, you know, we were unable to make that one happen.
Right.
One thing that people got to understand, it's like, you know, back when Versus was just, you know, on the phones, okay, that would have been the time for that one.
Right, right. Now, wait, when you say what people wanted to see, what do you mean by that? What do you mean?
I mean, the Verses that they wanted to see happen with me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
They wanted me to go against someone else.
Got you.
I mean, it's the type of thing where, you know, when it was on the phones, that would have been dope.
Got it.
Up on the stage, as I said, you know what I'm saying? Like when I was saying, like, you don't put two boxers in there.
Got it.
In hip hop, you don't, like a lyricist and a performer, you don't do that.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Got it.
The dynamic changes, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, I get it, you know what I'm saying? I understand, because like, I'll give you a perfect example. Imagine the Verses with Michael Jackson and Luther Vandross.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, Mike is dancing, moonwalking, grabbing his crotch, explosions on stage. So if Luther can't bring nothing more to the table than just
right.
It's over, my dude.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
you know
I know.
On stage, you know what I'm saying? On this with this, KRS got that energy.
He do. Yeah, he does.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if I say some disrespectful shit, he gonna say some disrespectful shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he
Definitely.
got that battle mentality. You know? So to me, like me and Swizz Beatz, we had a conversation afterwards. And you know, he was like, yeah, I see it. Like, that was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, Even though him and his whole Bronx crew, they did some cheating, but I love them.
Now, what do you mean? What do you mean? Let's get into it.
Oh, okay. Like if Fat Joe the announcer, how he do the ring walk with KRS-One. That's that Bronx shit, man.
Yeah, it was leaning heavy. It was leaning heavy.
And Swizz had on the Jack of Spades jacket.
Yeah, he did. He did.
I texted him the next day after the Verses. I text Swizz and I was like, "Hey, yo, did I see Al Heyman at the fight last night in the Floyd Mayweather jacket?"
Right. He jumped on my live a few, the night of, actually, the night of. He jumped on my live and he was just like, KRS saved his life. He was like, he saw him and it changed his whole life. So I guess he was just threw it out the window. Like, I'm not being unbiased. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I mean, but that's beautiful though, because I mean, look where Swizz is now, man. So that's beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
And KRS is, genuinely a real good person. He's that dude that's, that stands outside after the show is over for hours talking with, like, he's a beautiful spirit, man.
Here's a tidbit for you. I opened up for KRS one time back in the day. Yeah, in college I opened up for KRS-One and Lords of the Underground.
Dope.
It was the highlight of my career.
Okay. Beautiful. That's dope.
Yeah.
Like, I remember, when I was on the road just with Biz.
Right.
I didn't even have a record out, and we used to, do shows with BDP. You know, this is when Scott was still alive. Rest in peace. You know,
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Scott and Biz. You know,
right. Yeah.
But you know, yeah, we, you know, like back then, that's when we first started getting together and getting cool. You know?
Right.
Cause we had did we did a show in Canada, but anyway, that it was like one night in Canada, you know, where something real funny happened. Cause I guess Chris didn't know I could rhyme. Cause when I did funny rhymes.
Right. Yeah.
So there was this battle thing, and I'm like, nah, you go ahead and do the group, and I battled the solo rapper, and you know, Chris was like, you know, nah, you ain't gotta worry about it. I can battle both of them. Because I guess he thought that I wasn't nice because, you know, I did funny with Biz. I'm like, this is shit that Biz want me to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I bark. You know what I'm saying? When I do my Kane shit, I bark. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know, but, you know, ever since then, when he first time, when he finally heard me, you know, for real, that's when we really bonded and whatnot, you know?
Okay. So wait. So KRS was battling somebody and you was going to be on his side? But he was like, well, I got it?
It was US versus Canada.
Oh, okay. Got you. Okay.
Yeah, US versus Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Wow. The 80s. Who was it Maestro Fresh West or somebody? Who was it back then?
The only person I remember from Canada was Mishi Me.
Okay.
And she won. She won for Canada.
Okay.
For female MC battle. She won.
Yeah, she was nice.
I can't. The crazy thing was like Biz in the beatbox battle, he didn't win because he was beatboxing better. He won because he put the mic to his throat and started beatboxing, and so much bass that it blew the mic, and the crowd just went crazy.
Oh man,
there was nothing left to be done.
Wow. Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was bananas. Like he blew the mic, you know.
That's dope.
But you know, back to the versus thing, man. You know, it's like I think like one of the beautiful things is watching two MCs trying to control the narrative.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I saw that.
We having fun, but it was real competitive.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, it was the way a battle is supposed to be. I know the versus is more of a celebration, but it was the way a battle is supposed to be. Yeah. And I mean, you know, it's like, you know, I know how Chris get down. You know what I'm saying? I know the him and Shan thing, the him and Nelly thing. So I know how, you know, but I mean, it was just so much fun.
Well, let me just put it in more plain terms, or let me ask you this. So
go for it.
So my man Chris, he was upset when it was over, right? He was upset because he was basically saying that KRS changed the rules in the middle because you went and rapped freestyle, and then he came out with a off the top freestyle, but then like brought Das out immediately, and it threw the head-to-head battle, freestyle battle part off. Now, if I'm wrong, I'll be wrong with it, but it seemed like y'all was supposed to go head-to-head for 3 rounds straight. Is that fair?
Well, let me just say this. That was discussed, but that was never, you know, put in ink. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, it wasn't like as if there was a rule book that we agreed on.
Okay.
Discussed that way. But understand, once again, about controlling the narrative.
Right.
If he wanted to control the narrative, we're like, okay, let me break away, you know, from there. Because you know, Chris, like with the first freestyle I did was real fast, right?
Yeah, right.
You know, okay, Chris don't do that.
Yeah.
So if he break away, go back to the records, that's a master plan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To get your mind off of that. And then I think maybe the next round or something, or I can't remember, you know, he came back with another freestyle. See, that's that brilliant MC thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like you like during the whole battle, every time Chris played a song, you know, I'm going back to scratch. Yo, go with this one. We got a list of songs, but I'm trying to like compare them to what he playing.
Gotcha.
Follow it with this.
Yeah.
Follow it with this.
Right.
And then like I remember at one point, I'm like waiting to see if he gonna do Jack of Spades so I could come with Lean on Me.
Right, right.
It's like we getting close and he don't do it, so I'm like, you know what? Let's just go with Lean on Me. As soon as I do Lean on Me, he follow with Jack of Spades.
Right.
Mother.
Right. He was waiting for you.
That's that brilliant thinking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's that brilliant thinking, man. You know.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, what happened with the DJs, man? Like, I talked to Scratch the other day. It's tense. It's tense there. Like, it seemed, you know, I know y'all thought they were gonna battle, and KRS told Scratch to stay in his place, type of thing. And it just felt like, you know, Kid Capri rapping, and then he took that personal. You know, he took that personal, like he's jumping you, like they two of them rapping against you. You know what I mean? How did you look at that? Like,
I mean, whatever that tension is, it's like, you know, we're here for a versus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Big Daddy Kane versus KRS-One.
Yeah.
We kind of need to keep the focus there. You know,
right.
I really wanted to see Scratch shine with the DJ solo.
Yeah.
Kid Capri shine with the DJ solo.
Right.
But you know, I don't know, like whatever it is right there, but I mean, it's like the focus needed to stay on the music between me and KRS-One.
Right.
You know,
gotcha.
So that's what I was trying to really, you know, make sure that, you know, everything just be like that, and more importantly, positive vibes.
Right.
You know,
gotcha.
Like there was a conversation that me and Chris had prior to, where like, you know, like we're not gonna be up here, like beefing with each other, but you know, like right, nah, we gonna be gentlemen. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. Because you know, KRS sold the fight pretty well. You know, he's talking about destroying people and you know what I mean? So we going in there looking like this is gonna be a bloody battle. You know, this is gonna be URL battle or UFC, whatever. Yeah. But it was much more respectful. There was a couple bars, you know, cocaine and you know that wasn't really nothing crazy, but it seemed like he was you know, he sold it well. I put it like that. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm almost certain that if I would have, you know, said something too ratchet, you know, we would have seen, you know, the real Blast Master. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, but I mean, like I said, you know, we wanted to go at each other, but you know, not, you know, in no real disrespectful way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, I guess we kept it kind of PG-13 to a degree.
Right. I like that line about not jumping in the battle with Shan. Like, now, did you rap that or did you just speak that? You rap that, yeah.
It's I said something about the powers that be must have compelled him. That just shows he's not gelding. Me avoiding smoke, I don't do that seldom, but I stayed out of you and Shan shit, nigga. You welcome.
Right.
Yeah.
That was a bar. Yeah. Oh my God. All right. So that I got you here. Let me ask you what, you know, you in school. What's good with that? School loving. Is he?
Well, you know, in all honesty, we had the B-boys that was dancing. I wasn't going to do no dancing stuff. You know, you know, I was just, you know, going to keep it on some rhyming stuff. You know, I was, you know, just going to keep it on some rhyming stuff. You know, but then Scrap showed up. You know, Scrap showed up, and I was like, you know what? Come on, dog. Come on stage.
Right.
You know, so me, you know, I just called Scrap out just last minute. You know, on Woman of Kane. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, I wasn't going to, you know, me personally, no dancing stuff. Like I wanted to just keep it all lyrical.
Got
you.
you. Got you.
Records and spit verses. You know what I'm saying? Because you
Yeah.
know, cats ain't really seen me on that in a minute. You know what I mean?
I know.
So I really wanted. That's what I wanted it to be, really. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Those rhymes were sharp. It was an interesting you know, difference. Like a lot of people complain about KRS saying, you know, that he wasn't rapping like the record. You know what I mean? He was almost rapping in the
Jamaican shotting type of.
Yeah, right.
I mean, he does. I mean, you know, he does that a lot. But I mean, you know, it works though. You know, I mean, I don't think the crowd. I don't think the crowd was mad. I mean, maybe people from watching from home,
right?
You know, but I mean, the crowd was loving it. You know.
Yeah. I watched it today for the first time. Not all of it, but today I watched it for the first time. You know, in the crib to just see what everyone else saw, because it was just a lot of debate. You know, everybody wants to pick a winner. You know what I mean? So that was interesting. I felt like people saw something different than I saw.
I mean, I think that, you know, that people that came to hear their jams, you know, like a lot of people came to hear their jams. You know, they may have felt like yo, you know, KRS got that. You know,
Right.
People that came to, you know, hear lyrics, you know, and like, you know, like yo, is it still gonna be like the 80s? You know what I'm saying? They might be like Kane got that, but at the end of the night, hip hop wins. Because you know, these amount of people, you know, love what KRS did. These amount of people love what Kane did. You put that together, hip hop wins. You know. I mean, I was enjoying, and I mean, it's crazy because like I'm sitting there like afterwards looking around like at some of the stuff that people say. I'm like, you know, like I'm hearing people just saying crazy stuff, and I'm sitting there like, wow,
like what?
Like, how did this affect you? You know, I did Fat Joe joint. I'm sitting there like, Joe, really? Brooklyn was looking at you? Cut it out, Joe.
Looking at him like what? Like they was gonna do something?
No, you know how Joe get extra. You know, I felt like I felt like such and such was staring at me. I felt like such and such was rhyming to me when I thought Master Ace was rhyming at me. You know,
right.
I was like, you need to cut that out, man.
Right.
And I mean, and one of the funniest ones was you know, Aguilar. Yeah. Yo, he posted on his page. He said, "Yo, I feel like Kane won." I said, "Man, just having his opinion."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I saw like DJ SNS came on there. Nah, that KRS won because the reason why they did the freestyle thing is because Kane didn't have enough records. And I'm sitting there like, shit, SNS work for Versus?
Right.
Like, was he on the Zoom conference? Like, where you getting this information? Like, I'm like, I gotta call Versus. I'm like, yo, is this still the dude to do the CIAA parties, or he working with y'all now?
Right.
Right now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, damn, where this information coming from?
Right.
You know, last I remember it was Swizz, Timberlands, and the lady from Versus on the Zoom, and Charlie Mack.
Right,
you know?
right.
I'm like, wow. Like
everybody has an opinion though, man. That was the crazy thing, man. It was nuts how opinionated people felt. I was like, someone was disrespectful. Someone was disrespectful.
That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful. And I mean, like, then like having like the legends like Crazy Legs, Pop Master Fable.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Crazy Legs, Pop Master Fable there.
Absolutely.
You know?
Shout out to them.
Yeah, man. And then, you know, then the younger generation of B-boys came on stage. You know, Chris had a few. I had my dude B-boy Tata. The rubber, I mean, like, and, you know, it was just like amazing, man. I mean, so many elements of hip hop, you know, I mean, so many elements of hip hop.
Absolutely, man. And I've seen your show enough, but I saw you recently in Brooklyn at the you know, the Universal Hip Hop Museum homecoming concerts. Yeah, and that was great to see. Yeah. That was great to see the young boy break, whatever, b-boying and all that, and it was exciting, man. It made me remember. It reminds me how far we've come, right? Because those moves they doing, I don't remember them joints like that. Beat Street,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Young cats today,
Yeah. So it's going to be in the Olympics for that reason. So I hope some of us can get in there, because other cultures and ethnicities around the world have started to b-boy and even more than us now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was dope, man. Who you like? Yeah, like were you ever nervous? Were you ever like nervous at all?
During the verses?
Yeah.
Nah. I mean, it's like, you got to understand, like, this is something that I've wanted to happen since last year.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like back in April of 2020, when Swizz first asked me about doing a versus, I told him, hell yeah, I'd love to.
Right.
And when he told me what he had in mind, I said, well, listen, go ahead and lock that in. But if you can't get the other guy, will you do it with KRS-One?
Right.
And when the other situation couldn't work out, I'm like, well, what about me and KRS? And I don't know, where it went. I don't, what happened with it.
Yeah.
But we took it to Charlie Mack.
Yeah.
And asked him, hey, can you put this together for me and KRS?
Right.
And he said, yeah. He was talking with Triller, because this was before they merged, Triller and Versus.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he took it to Triller. And that didn't happen.
Right. Right.
So we got this here final call. I'm like,
okay,
yeah, final.
Right.
Because, it's like, I'm already seeing this in my head. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Because I got energy. I know KRS has a lot of energy.
Yep.
We both got bangers, and I know like that KRS respects those elements of hip hop as much as I do. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, even more, because he incorporate all of them in his show. Most of the time I'm on some sexy shit. You know what I'm saying? But he incorporates them all in his show.
Right. Right.
So, so I'm like, this is gonna be dynamic. This is definitely gonna be dynamic, and it happened exactly like I imagined,
Now, do you think you won? Like, if you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that sounds like a silly question, but you know how you perform. You know how what you felt afterwards. You know what I mean? Because KRS and them, they definitely feel like they won, and I was like, it was close. It was. I still say it's a tie. I know I flip flop. People have told me I say you won. People have told me I said KRS won. I might have gone one way or the other, depending on the day. But did you walk out of there like I got him?
I mean, absolutely.
Yeah. Right.
But I mean, you gotta understand, man. You gotta understand though. As I said earlier, it's what you're looking for. You understand me? It's a matter of what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to bring that difference of opinion. You're looking for clarity. You're looking for energy. You're looking for lyrics. You're looking for the hits.
Right.
That's what's going to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, it's like for the audience, I want to do the song.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
From the MC standpoint, I want to spit.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
So because it's like, to me, it's like as an MC, when you spitting with another MC, that's when you like, okay, I'm on my 1-2 now.
Right.
When I'm performing for the audience, I'm trying to have fun. I'm trying to make sure everybody's happy. I'm trying to make sure everybody is amped and energetic.
Right.
When I'm spitting for an MC, then I'm like, understand me?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. G-Rap, man. You know, when we first met, this is a legendary story for me. When we first met, it was at Tramps in New York City. And it was a great night, man. We rolled up from Delaware and I pulled up. Well, let me backtrack. When we got in there, it was your show. It was your show. But me and Chris busted out in an argument on who was better, Kane or G-Rap. So we had a full-blown argument. And then afterwards, you got outside and you battled Thurston Howard III. He pulled up with a portable mic thing and a you know, like an amplifier and a mic, and you literally battled him right on the spot, which I was like mind blown. I was like, yo, this cat is, you came. You ain't really have to do that. And then on top of that, I walked up to you and I said, I don't know why I say these things. I was probably just starstruck. I was like, yo, Kool G-Rap's my favorite. And you was like, my favorite too. And then Chris, and we just started busting out laughing, and then he snapped the picture right then and there. But I say all that to say, you know, G-Rap, I just want to just send my blessings out to him because I know he's on a spiritual journey now. And, we can't always get what we want. You know what I mean?
I would have loved to have him there for the symphony. You know, I really wish you could. I tried my best, but I had to respect that man, views, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but G-Rap is family for life. I love him like a brother. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to MC Debbie D on here. She's on here somewhere. Yes, Debbie D. Shout out to the queen. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. Yeah. What about Mr. C? We used to seeing you with him. Well, I mean, Mr. C is my man, but Mr. C ain't been my DJ in 27 years.
Yeah, right.
My official stage DJ is a brother named Skaz Digger.
Okay.
That's who I've been with since the year of 2000.
Right.
He hasn't DJed for me in 27 years. I mean, we've done little small things together, like here and there. But I mean, my official stage DJ is his brother named Skaz. You know. But as far as with the versus thing, what it was is like Kid Capri was originally supposed to be my DJ.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because they was like, they was originally they was still trying to make something happen with me and someone else. And they was like, well, he's using this famous DJ. We want you to use Kid Capri. Okay. Okay. And like, let me tell you the funniest thing about it. I called Kid Capri. And they said, talk to Kid Capri. I called Kid Capri, asked him about it. And Kid Capri was like, yo, I don't want it, I really want to be neutral on this. I don't want people feeling like I'm on your side, I'm on his side. And I was like, okay, all right. And he was like, nah, but I'm like, no, don't worry about it. Never mind, don't worry about it. And then I called Charlie Mack back and said, yeah, Kid Capri locked in. I know good and damn well Kid Capri wasn't locked in, but I knew they wasn't going to get the other person. So I'm like, it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, Kid Capri locked in, But Kid Capri was like, nah. But then when they decided, let's do it with KRS-One, then that's when I was like, okay. But they said, but KRS wants Kid Capri, because he's from the Bronx. Right. So they asked me, would I use Scratch or Clark Kent? Okay. And I knew Scratch had the Jason thing, so I said, yeah, let's go with Scratch. Right. Yeah. Right. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. That makes a lot but of I mean, sense. This was, these were selections that came from verses. It wasn't like I chose. Yeah. Okay. How are they? Like, I know that they had turned down Shaka Khan and Stephanie Mills, and that always struck me like, yo, that's two legendary queens of the culture. Was it corporate with you and them, or I'm just curious, or was it just dealing with Swizz mostly? Nah,
Okay.
They was cool. Like, you know, like it was the type of thing where when we agreed on it,
okay,
like when we agreed on it, they wanted to do it on October 16th.
Okay. Okay.
But you see, like I said, they was asking me to do it with someone else.
Yeah.
So I never even said that I had a show in Florida on the 16th. I didn't even think it was worth bringing up because I knew that they wasn't going to be able to put this together.
Right.
Then when they switched to KRS-One,
right,
they like, okay, you and KRS on the 16th. Then I had to tell them like, yo, nah, I can't do the 16th. I'm in Florida. They wanted me to see if I can get out of the date on the 16th.
Right.
I called Swizz, and Swizz was like, what you doing on the 17th? It's like, nothing. He's like, let's do it then.
Okay.
That's simple.
Got
so
it.
I mean, yeah, nah. With Swizz and them, it was all love. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And with Charlie Mack, he was, you know, boom, 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 making everything happen rapidly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Charlie Mack was on it. Like get everything done, get everything signed. It's on the table now. It's official. So I mean, they were very professional and they showed love.
Right.
You know?
That's what's up. That's what's up.
And they gave me about 4 bottles of Orange Swift Populon Cabernet.
Okay.
Nah. They all right with me, man.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Versus all right with me. Versus and Trilla all right with me.
That's what's up. I was worried there, man. I didn't know if we were gonna make it happen, man, because you know we were. I mean, my goal was to push the line because I was like, this gotta happen, man. I was like, this has to happen because most of the verses were, you know, 90. I'm trying to think of them, but you didn't have a lot of 80s rap.
Nope.
80s, you know, early 90s.
80s R&B. 80s
right.
R&B, but not 80s hip hop. That was the first, I believe, if I'm correct. And that's what it's like. I wanted it to be where, like, okay, you can ask for a Latifah versus Light. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, you can ask for I don't know, EPMD versus Ghetto Boys or EPMD, you know what I'm saying? Whoever, I don't know, you know. But you know what I'm saying? I wanted, you know, like, so you can see that, like, nah. We're gonna put some ass in them seats and it's gonna be entertaining.
Yeah,
you know?
Definitely. Yeah. Have you seen a Versus effects? Like the whole, you know, more shows, more streaming, more, you know, more like, have you seen that? Like, you know, more opportunities?
Oh yeah, nah. Stuff been coming through, you know? Yeah. Okay. You know, I mean, like, to the point that I get to act like Fat Joe, you know.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Right. Facts.
You know.
That's dope, man.
Yeah,
man. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying that, like, you know, everything, you know, it was all love, and you know, it went perfect. And then, like, you know, talking to Swizz afterwards, you know,
right,
like, you know, he was very satisfied. You know, and you know, he enjoyed himself. You know, I talked to Joe afterwards, Fat Joe afterwards, and he was like, yo, me and Jadakiss, we had a conversation, like, I think maybe like a week after it, and he had me cracking up, you know, because I was telling him about it. I'm like, yo, man, everybody was coming in the dressing room telling me that I did my thing. I'm like, yo, Kiss, you was in the dressing room being too nonchalant, man. I'm like, you know, you the motherfucker I wanted to hear from, because the way you, you know, the way you tore it down on your joint against Dipset, I wanted to hear your opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, he started laughing, and we started talking about it. And you know, he was telling me about, you know, like certain things that he enjoyed, and this and that, boom, 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 boom. But yeah. Much love to Jadakiss too, man. I like that dude. Always.
Oh yeah, man. Jadakiss is. Man, that was probably the man, you know, that's probably the event of the moment of the year, man, for real. I mean, from the versus standpoint, like, that was crazy. Nobody expected it. Changed versus. That changed it. You know what I'm saying? Before, it was just play record, you know what I'm saying? And then they turned it into a fight. You know, they turned it into a fight.
Well,
Y'all
you know,
had
they wasn't the first ones to do that.
Well, what you gonna say, Babyface? I knew it.
Yo, Chuck, on everything. Like, I remember prior to, I'm like, yo, listen, Teddy got all the fast bangers.
Right.
And I mean, even though Face can dig into Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston, Teddy got Mike.
Right.
He got Michael Jackson.
Yeah, facts.
I'm like, I don't, but that night, yo, I never in my life knew that a smooth singing, good hair crooner could be so goddamn ignorant, man.
Right.
Yo, Babyface had me crying, man.
Right.
You did that song? You produced that song?
Right.
Oh, you remixed it. Okay.
Right.
I'm like, yo, this dude is.
It was like
the real bullshit is when he decided, like, okay, I'm not gonna play this song. I'm just gonna give you my acoustic version right here and start playing guitar and singing.
Right. Right.
Probably running all around the goddamn house trying to find a keyboard and all this shit. I'm like, yo, bass is dirty, man. But as a battle MC, I'm here. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was ill. That was ill, man. Nah, shout out to them. It's crazy to see how the Versus is. I'm like, where is it going next with it? We got 3 New York shows in a row. Like, what's next? Because I actually am like to the point now where I want to see some R&B again. Some. You know what I would like? I would like to see Jill Scott and Erykah Badu again, but live.
Yeah, that would be bananas.
Yeah,
that would be bananas. I want to see someone go with Busta. That's what I really want to see.
But who? That's the question. But who? I mean, Missy is probably literally the only per LL or Missy.
Like, Missy has the catalog.
Right.
It's just the only thing that worries me about that is Busta can't be Busta.
Right.
Because you got to keep in mind, Busta's an entertainer, but he's also a battle MC.
Yeah.
And the stuff that, like the aggression that he can show to a dude, he can't show that to Missy.
Right.
It'll be interpreted the wrong way and it'll turn into some cancel culture bullshit or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, so he can't really be Busta against Missy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it would be amazing. You know what I'm saying? If people could, can set their goddamn sensitivity aside and just enjoy a hip hop show, then beautiful.
It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen like that. That ain't gonna. Nobody want to see him dog Missy out. That ain't gonna happen. You know what I
mean? I'm sorry. I was just reading someone said that I heard somewhere KRS-One attacked Kane after the show. I'm like,
daughter of the queen. Nah, that ain't right. That ain't.
Oh man.
Now you know better than that. Y'all was hugging it up after the show. I saw.
No. He choked me out and then spit on my shoulder. Let him run with it. That'll keep the shit buzzing for another 3 months.
Right.
Knock yourself out.
Facts. Oh my God. Yeah, man. Busta, there's really, Busta's unique. LL, they both super, and Missy too. Like, who really can go against Missy? It's tough.
Someone just said Eminem and Busta. I think that would be dope, but I don't think they can do it in New York. They would have to move the venue.
Yeah. I mean, we have put that on AllHipHop's IG, and I see it too. Like, I definitely, but I don't know if M would do it. I just don't know if M would do it. Maybe you can talk to him and talk to him like, yo, man, do it for the culture. See if he'll do it.
I mean, only problem with that, I mean, if I do that and he lose, he might blame me.
Cause he gonna lose. Nah, let me stop playing. M is dope. I don't want to say.
Man, yeah.
But
Yeah,
Buster's different.
M got bars, man.
Yeah, M got bars.
M got bars, man. Yeah.
But Buster got that performance, bro. That performance is part of it too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know. You know, M's different. Buster's different. I don't know. I want somebody. Buster deserves it though, man, because those flowers need to be given out, and we just need to figure it out. Maybe do one with himself.
Say what?
No, I was joking. Maybe he could battle himself.
That's what D'Angelo did, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm loving the fact that people turning him down. Like,
yeah.
That's one of the most amazing things to me. Shout out to Master Ace in the building.
Shout out to Master Ace.
Yeah. I'm loving the fact that people, I'm like, yeah, like that's when you know you that dude.
Yeah. That might be it, man. That might be it.
When someone like Swizz Beatz call you and the other person on the line,
right.
Yeah, you know you that dude.
Right.
You know you that dude.
Factual. Yo, shout out to Jay-Z, man. I heard, I didn't see it myself, but I heard he shouted you out on the Hall of Fame induction. That was dope.
Yeah. No, I appreciated that. He shouted out me, Rakim, KRS-One, and Chuck D. And I mean, that was along with Cool G Rap. That was the elite during that period. So I mean, that was a beautiful thing, man. Especially just putting it in the air like that in that type of arena. You know what I mean? But I mean, Jay, someone that I'm like so proud of, man. Like when I think about when I first met him, how quiet dude was, and like to see the success that he's achieved, man. Like I'm like so proud of that brother, and where he came, and so I mean, nothing but love, man. Yeah, and that was well deserved for him and LL. Well, it was like way overdue for L.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
definitely, man. Yeah, they keep saying Jay-Z and Nas in the comments. I wish that could happen. That would be
that would be dope.
They would have to give up half the company to get that one done.
Probably.
Yeah.
But that would be a super dope one, man. That would be definitely a beautiful one, man. But I mean, at the end, man, I just hope that everyone enjoyed it and they just feel like it was a classical display of hip hop, man. Because that's what me and Chris really wanted to achieve, man. That's what we wanted to achieve. And always know that that's my brother. Like KRS-One, that's my dude.
Well, I can tell you this, man. We love both of y'all, man. Like more than I can't. I'm like, we ain't even blood related. We not even like. This is crazy, but man, we love y'all, man. Like, and we love seeing y'all prosper in this stage of your career, seeing y'all still putting it down. And like you said earlier, man, giving these young kids hope and aspirations that they can age gracefully and mature in the culture of hip hop, and then actually get on stage and outperform the young people. Because for real, y'all did that. And a lot of, and this is no disrespect to the young people, they coming up different now. But seeing that y'all can get up there, look healthy, look good, ladies still calling out your name, dudes still looking at KRS with like, I would never, because KRS is that dude you don't even think about stepping up to. And knowing that that this is possible, man, still flourishing, it's something that I don't think we saw this long time, back in the day. I don't think we saw hip hop or cats age. And let's not even talk about Chuck D, Ice-T, Flavor Flav and artists like them, and Kaz, Kaz and Sha Rock, I mean, I don't know how old all of them are, but I do know some of them are 60 and up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, man, that's beautiful, bro. And by the way, I want to send my prayers and love go out to Kango Kid as well, man. He's fighting cancer. yeah, that's my man. I want to definitely give him a lot of love, man. And but just to see that we can still do this, and y'all put that on full display for the world, and I love it, man, because my young 19-year-olds, whatever age they are, they soaking it all in, man. Y'all really are changing lives, bro. And it's crazy. The young people are being impacted, and they might be going this way, but then they start going that way. They might still, mess with their era and all that, but it does show them something different.
No, I agree, man. And I'm, like I said, man, I hope that people just, really felt like it was a classical display of hip hop. And I hope that, there was a lesson learned there, you know what I'm saying? Because, there's a disconnect with that younger generation, where a lot of cats from my era, they feel like, like the younger generation, because of the difference in their sound, like, oh, that ain't real hip hop, you know what I'm saying? They ain't making, and then there's a younger generation, it's like, man, forget them, they ain't relevant no more. So it's like there's no connection where we can actually give them game, tell them, what we did wrong, what we messed up, so that they don't make the same mistakes, Hopefully there's somewhere bridging that gap where we can connect with the younger generation and give them the jewels that they need to, keep succeeding and, have that type of stay power and longevity in the game,
Yeah, man. No, there's a lot of dope cats out there, and I saw you give props to J. Cole, but even some of the younger people, like say Corday, and that's too many to even name. Really, they just don't get the light because of the platforms. The platforms have changed. The platforms are different now. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody, man, that's making this happen for real.
Yeah, man. But no, shout out to you, my brother, for spending this here time here with me, man. Chopping it up, man.
Man, hey, I gotta say thank you for not. I didn't know what this was, man. I was like, yo, is he setting me up? Is this a setup? What did I say? What did I do? I was like, oh Lord, don't, please, Lord, no, please. But no, thank you, man. I mean, seriously, Kane, thank you, man. I appreciate you so much, bro. I mean, I'm putting you on the Denzel level now, man. I'll be looking at my big bros and the cats that are doing this thing, and I'm like, all right, yeah, we could do this. We could do this. So thank you, man, for real.
Well, nah, that's love, man. Well, listen, man, you stay up, man, and we're going to talk soon.
Okay.
Peace and love to everyone else out there, man. Much respect. Thank you for checking in.
Salute.